Welcome, Joyage here. In today's video, we're going to do a market update. We're going to talk about Jungle Freaks taking that big L with Trossley. We're going to talk about a Black Swan event and explain it and talk about it and why it matters right now and some strategy moving forward. If I sound like shit, it's because I feel like shit. Anyways, I don't feel like asking you guys to subscribe because this is just not that type of video, but fucking subscribe already and drop a like in this video because this should be talked about. Today was a shit day in NFT land, like a truly shit day. I honestly didn't really know how to feel. It was just really fucking uncomfortable and awkward for me. It was just a really just awful gut feeling, like all day, just seeing all the hate, seeing all the anger and rage and just civil war, like we in the NFT space. And I had never seen that happen in this space before. We haven't really introduced that side of culture, like our cancel culture, like civil divide, rage. Like I haven't seen that in this space so far. It's just been fun and games and love for the most part, and this is the first time something really fucked up happened. Like honestly, like I feel fucking sick to my stomach. I don't even know why. I think it's because like some of the people I looked up to in this space, who had supported the project when it had, at the inception, when I was talking about it 2 weeks ago, and I can pull up a fucking video right now. The artist is a legendary cartoonist who did stuff for like the Hustler, I think it was. The only person I know of that's kind of doxed is the artist, the cartoonist guy who's been drawing for a pornographic Hustler magazine, which is, I guess that's good or something. I'm not sure why he's legendary. That's not a great sign, to be honest. And their roadmap is pretty shit. They have like literally nothing. I don't think they expected this thing to just blow up. I think it was more of an art project, and then it just got picked up everywhere. Also a major gamble. So this is a potential like short-term blue chip. You know what I mean? It might have a lot of fucking hype. A lot of people. Yeah, like 2 weeks ago, I researched for like 10 minutes and I was like, dude, I don't know who this guy is, but he's not legendary. He's some pornographic artist, dude, and that's all I could find. I only spent 10 minutes researching. If I had spent 5 more, I would have found all those fucking images. But to see all the people supporting him with absolutely no fucking research whatsoever, all saying this is the next blue chip, all my fucking heroes in the space, like all the people I watch, all the people I love watching because I trust their word and I respect their word. And then today, like I see all of them on Twitter fucking canceling this dude, saying, they're denouncing their thing. And, I'm not going to comment on that. It's just really weird for me to kind of like see this. It feels fucking tainted now. The whole fucking space feels tainted. I feel tainted. I only glanced at the images. I mean, I don't want to say anything on that. Yeah, I just feel really weird. It's just really weird seeing the people I looked up to. Like none of them even questioned it, and like I was the only one who questioned it, and it was just weird. And then like of course it was like this situation, like the one project where it gets fucking demolished with good reason. I don't know. I feel like we've opened Pandora's box and we've introduced these fucking all this shit, dude. So I don't know how this is gonna affect the space. So far this is the only thing I've heard from Jungle Freaks. That said basically my cartoons that my dad drew were terrible. We're trying to learn from it. We accept responsibility. This is like the perfect time. We got caught. We don't support racism, of course, and he's ashamed. And we're working to be inclusive. And then I saw somewhere else, I don't know where this was. It was some tweet. It was like a screenshot. I don't know if this is real. It might have been edited. But it literally said something like, we're going to take a racism course so we can understand you better. And I was like, there's definitely arguments on both sides that I'm seeing. I'm not going to comment on that, but I'm just saying that there's some significant political divide here, and it's pretty fucking just. I feel like I'm on like Facebook Marketplace reading all the fucking angry wives who are like complaining that someone listed their couch for $45 when it's only worth $20, and it's just fucking gross, dude. Like I just don't like you don't. I don't know. I hate to see this shit, dude. I don't know how many followers Trossley was at 48 hours ago, but they're down to 9,000, and I feel like it was probably close to 15,000. I don't know. I'm totally guessing there. But, dude, I mean, Jungle Freaks is at a 0.2 floor. Let's see. What is it right now? 0.27 floor. Got to a high of, like, 2 ETH. And pretty much everyone has said anyone who, like, has a lot of money, like, influencer in this space, they've pretty much all said we're just fucking burning these or giving them away or something. Like, we don't fucking want this. Here, so Alex Becker said, these past drawings deeply disturb me in the same way having a mutilated body in my living room would. And you know, I think that's a huge reason as to why this thing has plummeted. I mean, yeah, for the people who are going to diamond hold, because this is just a dip kind of thing. I'm not even going to comment on that, actually. And so the people, honestly, looking at this from a strictly statistical, analytical perspective, there probably will be a pretty solid diamond holder support line. I don't know what it'll be at. Probably a little higher than it is now. But I mean, the people that do support Trossley still, the people that say he should be given a second chance and this doesn't have anything to do with the brand, people on that side of the argument, they're all going to be in their group, you know, like that's all their supporters or whatever. And so there will be a support line for that project. It's not going to go to zero. There will be a substantial amount of people who think this has nothing to do with the project. Therefore, it'll be fine. But as far as credibility, man, I mean, fuck, it's over for these guys. It's completely over. Or at least in the eyes of like the majority of the NFT space, there is a huge amount of people who are like okay and they forgive Trossley and all that. But it'll be a much, much smaller crowd. And I don't really want to show you these photos, honestly. Like, I just have no desire to look at them. It's just so fucking regressive. I screenshotted this on Twitter because this is one of the girls who was on the team, I guess, and she didn't know this. So she said, when I originally took the role advising, I thought it was a really special thing to be on an OG old-timers cartoonist and to the fullest something new. I did no research into any of the artist's prior work. And this like kind of like made me upset just because obviously like what he did was wrong. But from her thing, like, that's no one's fault but her own. She should have how do you not research your own employer? He's not anonymous. Like, you can literally Google him. In a 10-minute Google search, I found out he was not a legendary cartoonist, and I told all of you on my YouTube channel 2 weeks ago, this is not a good buy. There's no reason to invest in this project. This makes no sense. Not a good move. I mean, this only solidifies my argument for this entire culture of the YouTube channel. Like, it's research, it's analysis, it's studying trends, it's studying people, studying emotions. That's what it's going to take. If you want to win in this market, if you want to be able to navigate the metaverse, that's what you have to pay attention to. You cannot constantly FOMO into fucking pump and dumps like all these influencers are shilling you. Every single fucking one, by the way, shilled Jungle Freaks. Every single one was talking about it being a blue chip. And I was the only fucking person saying, what the fuck? Why is everyone saying this is a blue chip? I don't agree. I know you guys like to misconstrue the word alpha and say, oh, he's dropping alpha, this guy drops alpha, he's the best alpha dropper. You know what that really, like, when people say that, they're talking about like basically getting access to these $5 lottery tickets. Like, that's what you're getting in when you get these like whitelist spots opportunities, when you're getting these like following a Twitter account at 27 followers because you're early. Like, that's like a $5 lottery ticket. You have like a no percent chance to win, basically. It's not gonna be the next kaiju, you know, 1 out of every 1,000 or whatever. It's not gonna happen. I wish we could just change the culture, and that's my like mission here, to get people to think about this as like a real asset class. And like analysis, like just fucking research what you're doing. It doesn't even take, you don't have to research like I do with like an hour or 2 or 3 of research. Like, you can spend 5-10 minutes just scouring their thing real quick and just have a little checklist of things. And it's just not that difficult, honestly. I mean, listen, I learned everything by losing. I lost literally all my money when I first started. Like, I don't think I was profitable for most of the time I was in NFTs. And I would have killed to have a channel that was actually talking about shit like we do on this channel, because you can't, like, you watch one of those 1000x coin videos, like, what do you actually learn from that? Absolutely fucking nothing. When you come to my videos, you actually learn something. You actually are able to take something from this video and say, I'm actually glad that happened. Like, if I hadn't watched that video, I wouldn't have learned this. And when you watch every time I watch a shill video or oh, I told you last week this thing was gonna blow up video, I leave, as soon as the video is over, I'm like, damn, I literally just lost 5 minutes of my life. I started this YouTube channel because nobody was making the content that I wanted to see. Anyways, let's turn this into a quick learning opportunity. This is what you call a black swan. So a couple days ago on Twitter, Jungle Freaks mentioned that there's gonna be an announcement coming Thursday. So people were starting to load up, getting ready to sell the news, basically. I even said to do that. And a lot of people got fucking burned because of what just happened with Trossley, with the racism shit. And that is what you call a black swan. Now, what's a black swan? Black swan is an unpredictable event that is beyond what is normally expected of a situation and potentially has severe consequences. These are characterized by extreme rarity, severe impact, and widespread insistence that they were obvious in hindsight. And the exact thing is that you cannot have predicted. How could anyone have predicted this was going to just go nuts on Twitter tonight or today? You know, like, you can't really prepare for something like that, but you can prepare for 95% of what's going to happen in this market. You really can, just by taking steps to minimize your risk. And I'm going to be talking about that in all my videos on YouTube, so I'll be keeping you guys safe as much as I can. Just remember to not operate under like a scarcity of time. Like you have all the time. The internet is going to be forever, and like we'll probably live forever. Let's be honest. So there is no time. There's no finish line. You know, there's no, I gotta make this flip by next week. Like stop thinking like that. Don't look at NFTs like that. Like half the NFTs in my wallets, I haven't touched since May. Like I'm just holding them because I don't know what's going to happen, but I see the long term here, and it's much better than making a few flips here and there for me. The way you win in this world is by building connections, not worrying about how many fucking flips you can make tomorrow and which alpha group is the best that can get you the first Kaiju King on the list. You know, like it's about building real connections. You climb up ladder on the ladder, you talk to more and more people, you build real fucking relationships, you know? Like imagine if the metaverse opened up tomorrow. What the fuck would you do? Do you have enough people in your circle to be able to navigate the metaverse together and be like, yo, we're in this shit? If not, and you're in this fucking, 16 groups on Discord that are all just shilling random ass projects with 13 followers on Twitter, what are you gonna do when the metaverse comes? Like you're not gonna be ready. You're not gonna be prepared. You're not gonna know how to operate in a system or in a group, like a Discord group, like a friend group, a support group. You're not gonna know unless you start practicing now. It's a shameless plug because I have my Discord in the description and my Twitter in the description. And I want to say really quick, shout out to everyone who has subscribed recently. I can't even tell you how crazy this shit is. I've never gained followers so fast in my fucking life. It's shot. Every time I open it, I'm like, oh my god, it is crazy. So thank you so much for all the support. I appreciate everyone's so fucking awesome to me, and I have a fucking backload of videos now. I got playlists, so if you go to my channel down here, click on playlists, you can find the NFT beginners playlist, you have my NFT market updates, and you have my brutally honest NFT review videos. We got Lazy Lions coming up. I want to start a few different kinds of series, and I'm very, very excited for the future, man. I'm uploading at least once a day right now. So if you want to see more of me right now, click on one of these boxes on the other side of me, and until then, continue to learn, persist, and be grateful you're alive to watch this video. Bye. And yes, I did watch the video that they posted on YouTube just now. What do I think about it? It doesn't really change the thing for me. For me, the whole thing for me was just that people should not have invested in a project that only the artist was like the reason. I thought that was stupid. I still think it's stupid. That's the only thing I'll say.